Hi Leo, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of February 12th through the 18th. This is for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising signs. So Leo, for this reading, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck along with the Healing with the Fairies Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Wow, okay. So at the bottom of the deck, Leo, I do have the World. Okay, so let's see. With the World, some of you are definitely maybe completing a very long chapter or a phase of your life, moving on to that next chapter, that next phase. I always say with the World, it does require patience. But you've made it. You've completed a chapter. You have a lot to be thankful for. You've made it. You've completed that chapter, and now you're kind of easing into that next chapter. So patience will be required, but you know, this is a very, very positive. I see it as a very blessed energy. Let's see though. There possibly could be some Leos that, you know, travel is in the cards here this week. Because I see new beginnings absolutely on the horizon, you know, maybe some of you have to make a decision about moving. That could be possible, or making a decision about travel, doing some traveling for some of you. The overall energy is the Two of Swords. You actually have an incredible spread, and then when I got to this position, I pulled the Two of Swords. I felt the need to pull another card because for me, the Two of Swords is a non-action sort of card. So some of you could be in the process of making a very important decision, a decision that, you know, it could change your whole life. You know, maybe you're going to move across the globe. I mean, that could be a possibility for some of you. With the Two of Swords, you know, I see this as a guarded sort of energy. This person isn't always open, or they don't know what to do, so they don't do anything at all. A decision might be needed, but you know, this is a card for me of non-action or not listening to your intuition. So a decision is definitely very significant for many of you, but just don't hold yourself back. Be open to change, because there's change that is absolutely coming in for many of you. Now, the additional clarifying card is the Ace of Rods, Leo, and you have 3 aces in this little spread. You have 3 aces. So, I mean, new beginnings are definitely on the horizon no matter what. And you also have some pretty powerful energies here. So I feel that for many of you, a chapter of your life is completing, and you have these new beginnings that are coming in. Some of you just might need to be a little bit more open to these new beginnings, or maybe even just open to them happening a little bit differently than maybe you had planned. The Ace of Rods is an exciting new beginning. It's an exciting new beginning. It can be a new adventure, a new home, a new relationship, a creative project, something that's exciting for you though. If you're a Leo that's waiting on communication or waiting on an important decision, that could be the case as well. For a few of you, you might just be waiting on news or waiting on a decision that allows for you to move forward. But it's on its way. So if you're a Leo that's waiting on a decision or waiting on communication, it's on its way. We're starting out with death. So when you see death, you know that change is coming in. Death is endings and new beginnings, or something changing forever. It will never be the same. So we have death, very powerful energy. And with death, if something is ending, there's always a new beginning. And you have all of these aces here. I mean, you have the Ace of Rods, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, which for some of you, this new beginning might require you signing something. And with the World, you know, maybe you're moving house, and so you're going to have to sign a contract, something like that. Also with the Ace of Swords, this is clarity, truth coming in. It is also a card of victory after dealing with some obstacles. So maybe some of you, you know, this could have been a long process, and now maybe, you know, success is around the corner. You have this victory that's coming in, this completion that's taking place. Ace of Cups, a blessing from the heavens, something that you're going to fall in love with or something that's going to make you incredibly happy. And then with the 10 of Cups here, you know, it could be a relationship for some of you. This is, you know, this is one of my union cards. So there could be some Leos that you're getting into a new relationship. If that's the case, you know, maybe you're going to hear from this person this week. I mean, there could just be some very blunt, straightforward communication that's coming to you, Leo. Maybe someone saying, hey, I want to be with you, and that's it, no one else. I mean, it could be just some very straightforward communication that's coming your way. For some of you, it will be a new relationship, or it can even be reconciliation. And I see this emotional connection here if it's a relationship, but I also see the Ace of Rods for me as representing that spark, that physical chemistry, that attraction as well. So, I mean, it could be with a Leo because we do have Death, which represents, or excuse me, a Scorpio, with a Scorpio, Leo. And then we also have the World. So the World for me can also represent, you know, one of the fixed signs, and Scorpio is a fixed sign. So Scorpio could be significant for those of you that you are getting into a relationship. But we do have Strength, which does represent your sign, Leo. We have Strength, and then we have the Knight of Rods. And so with the Knight of Rods energy, you know, he's passionate, you know, he's someone who is moving forward enthusiastically. So I feel like some of you, you know, this is something that's really exciting for you. Things are starting to happen with the Knight of Rods energy. Again, travel, movement, maybe things happening quickly for some of you, news coming in quickly. And with the Fool, some of you are walking down that new path, absolutely. Now, it might require some sort of risk or leap of faith, and that can explain why some of you might be a little hesitant, or maybe you just simply need some time to think about this, because maybe it is a little risky with the Fool here, all of these aces, and then the Fool, you know, it might be a little risky. And with Strength, Strength is a more reserved, patient energy. So yes, this is something that's exciting for you. But again, you know, maybe it involves traveling. It could be to another country, something like that. And so for you, you know, in your eyes, Leo, it might be a little risky. And so some of you might need to think about it, or you're going to take your time with this, which there's nothing wrong with that. So if that's what you feel the need to do, then do that. Don't rush into something, but you know, I feel that this change is happening. And it could be in its very early stages here, but it's absolutely happening. And again, with the World, patience is always required anyways. And then we do have the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you, you know, maybe you're leaving a job for a new job. It could be a home, could be a house move that's significant. But I see you in a really good place. I see you in a really good place. The Nine of Pentacles speaks about that financial abundance, living comfortably. You know, she's worked incredibly hard and she has a lot to show for it. So, you know, here I see, you know, many of you feeling financially secure. There's this financial abundance and this emotional abundance that's here for you, absolutely. And yeah, as you can see, it's going to be an amazing week. It's an amazing spread. I don't think I've seen one like this, Leo, for a while, for the weeklies at least. So it's pretty amazing. But let me pull you an additional guidance card. Leo, what else does Leo need to know? Okay, wow. So I felt the need to look at both of these, Leo. We have Magic of Nature, which for some of you, because we have the Two of Swords here as the overall energy, for some of you, I feel like this is just you needing to maybe ground yourself. So what can help with that is getting outdoors, breathing that fresh air, sitting in the grass. If it's warm where you are, if you can, that's going to help ground you. For some of you, you know, it's very relaxing. So if you enjoy the outdoors, if you enjoy just being outside, do that this week. And then we also have inner power, which you have strength here. So, I mean, you're coming through definitely powerful, very, very strong, Leo. You are naturally very strong. You are a Leo. And if you are on the fence, if you do need to maybe accept something or make a decision about something here, what can help you is getting outdoors and just know how powerful you are. You have the power to bring about any change that you want and to make anything happen that you want. And right now you have lots of opportunities, lots of new beginnings that are coming in for you, Leo. So this is wonderful. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed, please be sure to subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you all a wonderful week. Take care.